Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
Episode 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is more than halfway through because there's probably only a couple more after.
I feel like, yeah, because next week is not the finale. I feel like there's two more and then the reunion. And we don't know if it's going to be 2 or 3 parts, but we'll see.
I think only 2 at this point. If you only have 12 episodes, I don't think you should have 3 parts of a reunion.
Right. Well,
Miami.
No.
Salt Lake.
Salt Lake is first season.
Well,
3 parts.
Shit happened in first season of Salt Lake.
Right. Well, that was before Jen got arrested.
True. Very true. So, but Jen is crazy.
Yes.
Well, you know, Jen's Jen.
Yes.
Regardless. If you're just finding us, thank you for finding us. We are 2 husbands, each other's husbands, and we watch The Real Housewives and we talk about it. So wherever you found us, we'd love it if you liked and subscribed, left us a comment. We got some comments on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were good. Unfortunately, I was really tired and I had a big work day today, so I didn't give them proper response. But, you know, I had a big presentation at work, so now that that's behind me, tomorrow I'll attend social media.
Was it off the Atlanta episode or?
It was about one of the shorts that we posted, which is weird because we very rarely get responses to YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what it was, but I was like, it was very nice. I loved the comments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let them know that I acknowledge. But thank you for leaving them. I will be better at responding to our social media. And also, speaking of social media, find us on TikTok at Husbands Watchin' and everywhere else at Husbands Watching Housewives.
All the places.
Except Twitter.
Yeah.
Who needs that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
And we're not even on Blue Sky, but... You know.
We're on Blue Sky. I just never post anything.
Yeah. Is anyone actually still using that?
I don't know the stats on that.
Yeah.
I forget it's there.
Well, my guess is, I don't know, either we're too old or no one's using it. But should we start posting to Truth Social? Maybe when Orange County comes back on the air, that's how we'll reach our demographic there.
Yeah.
Oh, yay! No,
can't wait for that.
I'll never pander like that.
No,
never, ever, ever, ever.
That's a scary place.
So Rhode Island picks up
where we left off. Spoiler alert, it continued.
Yes, and I love how the to be continues always continue. And this was a very awkward continuation.
So awkward, so completely awkward. So yeah, they have the huge fight in the car, and then they get out of the car, and Alicia can't stop crying. And her eyes are
because the charcuterie plate didn't survive? Is that really what the problem was?
She just needed a cracker.
She needed
a cracker.
Needed a plate of meat, and then I think that trip would have gone much better.
Yes. But they get to, it's the 3 of them, and it's awkward. So, yeah. So if I was Joellen, I would not have sat right by Liz. I would have let's all space out, on this. But I don't think she realized just how mad Liz was when they sat down. And then she quickly learned, but she was a little too close, and you could tell Liz was just fuming, and I would have just let her fume, and I would have said, I'm going to sit at this end. When Ashley or whoever comes, we're going to put them in the middle,
right?
And we're going to act like this didn't happen, because, it was funny when Ashley did show up, and Joellen saw and said, Alicia's just got allergies because she kept crying, and Ashley's like, I don't think so. This is weird.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cry now. Damn it.
I mean, doesn't take much for Ashley to cry.
Strong wind.
I think I would have handled that the same way. Me in awkward moments where I'm just like, let's talk about the awkwardness until it's just we have no other choice than to laugh about it. Try to diffuse it with humor.
But she even said, this is what because I'm gonna. I will
jump where you need to jump. Do what you got to do.
One thing about this that I will agree with Liz, she needed space and they should have given it to her. And I know it was very awkward, but just to try to keep talking about it as Joellen did was not the answer.
Mm-hmm.
What happened after that was also not the answer. So I would have given her space, but that didn't happen. So then she goes outside, Joellen follows her. Mistake number 2. And because Liz just wants to smoke and crouch down and smoke, and Joellen's like, oh, and it's like, no, and Liz is just pissed at her and says, get away from me, don't touch me, and goes in, and then Joellen falls after her, and they sit down. The show's begun again because the show started. There's intermission, and then this happens, and then yes, Liz did tug her on her hair a bit. Not like hardcore. It wasn't
she didn't like yank her hair.
Yeah, it wasn't like when Sheree yanked on Kim's wig.
Or it wasn't even when, what's her face tugged on Margaret's hair on New Jersey.
Oh, on her ponytail, yes.
Yeah.
Or when, Portia dragged Kimmy across the room.
It wasn't anything like that.
It wasn't like that. It was like a little like, eh. And then she did and then Liz shoved Joellen's chair.
Yeah.
She wanted her away from her. And so after a while, Joellen left.
Yeah.
So those are the actions were not right. One, don't try to get into her face, and two, Liz should have also, not reacted that way.
Yeah, my thing, and I've been on the Joellen side of that situation in the past, where you're trying to get to the bottom of something. You're trying to understand where is this coming from? Like, why are you taking this out on me? I was just trying to help. And then, and I hear what you're saying, that Liz was just like, I just leave me alone. I don't want to go in. I don't want to get into it right now.
I need to shift my feelings.
Yeah, I need some time. When I've been in that moment, it does get infuriating. That's like, oh, well, okay, how come you can go ahead and start all the trouble, but then now we have to listen to you. Like, she was the one who picked the fight, started the fight, kept it going in the car, and now that they're outside the car, Liz wants to do it on her terms. And that's very frustrating, especially when you're in the middle of it. It's like, well, wait a minute. How come now that you don't want to play this game, we have to listen to you? We have to respect your feelings, when the entire ride up here, you weren't respecting her feelings and you were just picking. And now when we try to pick at you, oh, God forbid we do it, because now we're the assholes.
Right.
And so that can be so infuriating. So I could see Joellen's desire to want to pick at it. But at the same time, what did she think was going to happen? You know what I mean?
Right. It wasn't going to... Liz needed the time to, as she said, shift her feelings and get past what happened in the car.
Yeah.
She was pissed at Alicia. She was pissed at Joellen. So they should have just carried on. The show could have happened. They could have gotten into the show, talked to the other women, but it didn't need to continue on because it wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
It should have happened the next day. Let's talk about what happened.
Right. And you're right. What they needed was for them to come into the show, and when someone said, well, what happened in the car? It's a long story. We'll tell you.
We'll get to it. Yeah.
For now, let's have drinks, and
yes.
Gotten into a whole different conversation.
It's Rich's show. We don't want to take away from that, which they didn't give a crap about that because they're fighting. He's trying to sing, why do fools... What's the song?
Fools Rush In, isn't it?
Fools Rush In.
I don't know the name of it. Wise Men Say... I'm not versed.
I can't help
Elvis.
falling in love with you.
Yeah, that one.
Yes. He was trying to sing. And side note, he's really not a dead-on Sinatra impersonator. He's
that's why he's not.
Yes, he pays tribute.
They said it's something different in the first episode. It was tribute.
Because Rosie said something too.
Yeah. He just...
Not interpreter, but
he's he evokes...
the aura of the Rat Pack in that era. But it's normally, because we see a lot of tribute bands, and they really kind of try to not...
Well, they're on the nose with it. He's kind of like a whisper of Frank Sinatra.
Because the voice, I thought it would be more ring-a-ding-ding.
Well, that just gets to be a parody instead of...
Yes, and I thought that to be more doobie-doo-boo.
Now I really want to go see a Frank Sinatra tribute band with you.
Let's go to Cabo.
Just see how that works.
Let's go to Rhode Island, or actually Boston. Let's go to Boston.
Boston.
To see Rich. Regardless. So, yes, interrupted his show, basically. He's trying to sing, and they're fighting, and Alicia's like, don't react, Joellen.
Yeah, screaming. Don't react. Whatever you do, you'll turn to stone. It's some horrible...
Don't look her in the eyes. She's Medusa.
Yeah. Apparently she's the girl from The Ring, if you ask me.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a weird night. And then also the fact that the minute Joellen left, that was the end of Boston.
Right.
I expected them to... I guess they didn't stay the night. I guess they just went home
because it's 45 minutes away. You would think they would say, at least
Rosie, show them leaving.
Yeah, so you think Rosie and Ashley would have said something to Alicia, or whatever, and then that Monique person.
Oh yeah.
Who I think Well, no, she lives in Boston, so it wouldn't have made sense.
No, I think she was turned down for casting as well because she looked just like the rest of them. And
for
yet another one of the reasons we'd be like, wait, which one's which? Who? What? So
she did, but Alicia said like if she'd been in the car, Monique, she would have like ripped Liz a new one.
Probably.
So
I think they could have moved on past it and changed the subject had Alicia not been crying. And just continue to cry. The fact that she was sitting there trying to not cry, she kept crying more, and then Ashley sees and starts crying, the whole 9 yards. So I think that's really what kind of did them in, was that Alicia couldn't stop crying. There's no way you can just go and say it's nothing. We'll deal.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah, that was.
Can I get any napkins with one drenched?
As much as I want to not skip to the end, I think it's difficult not to. Because
no, we're gonna hold off.
We're gonna hold off.
We're gonna hold off.
I'm just saying
that's our finale.
Even at the beginning part, Liz really is condescending.
Okay, let's skip to the end.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, but no, we have to because everyone talks. She talks.
Yeah, we'll get there. But I'm just saying, like, even while talking to Joellen out there, she's just so condescending, as though like I can't put my finger on it exactly like what is bothersome, but it's like this whole thing of like I don't want to deal with you, I'm not going to. And it's like there's one thing about drawing a boundary and setting a boundary and keeping it, but that's not what Liz is doing.
Okay, let's rehash it then. The issue is, even if you're right to speak to somebody in that way, in a very condescending, you're making fun of them,
mm-hmm.
you're exaggerating it, and you're misremembering, then you seem like an ass.
Yeah.
Not seem, you were.
Yeah. And it just, it's the whole baby talk, like, oh, did I pull your hair? And it's just
did I kick your chair?
Oh.
It's like, what are you doing here?
And, and on one hand, like I can kind of take Liz's side in one regard of like, oh, is that the worst thing I ever did to you? Oh, is that the worst thing that's happened to you? Like, oh, poor you.
But also I feel, okay, so we're jumping to the end. So
try like you
might. I know, yeah. So they're sitting down finally after talking about one another for the entire episode, right. And we're at the end, and a very cold, raining
a rainstorm rolls through.
Drinks, and Joellen says, I just want to move forward. And, she talks about what happened. And Liz starts off by saying, I feel like you're trying to be the moderator, which is rich, but those are Liz's words, but you weren't seeing my side. You could have said, Alicia, no matter what happened, Liz loves you, and she,
right.
Her heart is in the right place. She may not have delivered it correctly, and I agree.
Yeah.
But then, for Liz just to go into, and you were just totally wrong, though. You were just completely wrong, and it was crazy, the moderator. I think you're just, a shit stirrer, and she called her the devil at one point.
Yeah. I get what Liz is saying in that, and I don't know the details of it, but like it is rich for Joellen to try and be playing nice on both sides when Joellen talks so much smack about people all the time.
Yeah.
And they showed so many clips of Joellen kind of stirring the pot, which I was saying to you, Joellen's not being, I think Joellen's just being messy, that she's just kind of like, she's not trying to like be well. I don't feel like it's reading like she's trying to be well liked and be everybody's friend. She's just trying to like, and just be a little bit gossipy and a little bit poke fun. And I think that
be a housewife.
Right. I think also Joellen, and maybe I'm wrong because I don't know the situation, but it seems like she pulls back before it gets too serious.
And it's not malicious. She wasn't setting out, even with the Rulla thing, she was not necessarily, I don't think she's necessarily coming from a place of like, I'm Rulla's friend, I care so much about her, but also she was provoked because Brian came after her and she lost her job because of him. So she has the right to be angry. And so, but she's not trying to ruin Rulla's life. She's just pointing out, I feel bad for you, even though your husband sucks. I feel bad for you because you are just so blind to like what's going on. So I don't think I'm out to get her, I'm out to tear her down.
Right.
It's just the truth. If your husband wasn't cheating on you, which he obviously is, this wouldn't be out here. So you're shooting the messenger.
But I do get the impression that Liz and Joellen have sat around the same table talking mad shit about everybody else. And that's where, maybe Liz is like, what the hell is this? Why are you suddenly like nicey with Alicia when you've talked so much trash about her? And at dinner the other night, you agreed with me that she wasn't homeless.
Right. Well, because her husband was saying she wasn't homeless.
But even then, Joellen's wording of it was much more soft than
she was
Alicia.
she was saying like, I don't think she was living under the stars.
Right.
I don't think she was without a home.
But she did not sit there and say, yeah, Liz, you're right. She wasn't homeless at all. Like, she wasn't just being completely...
But she wasn't going to. I think even if she believed that, I think she does, that Alicia was not homeless, she would obviously saw that Alicia was upset and was going to kick her while she was down.
Right.
I'm saying Liz was kicking Alicia, but she was being really harsh.
And not letting up.
And not saying like, you know what, that's your interpretation, whatever. I'm not going to keep at this with a dog, like a dog with a bone.
Yeah.
So, but taking away from the homeless, not homeless thing, their whole thing is with Liz and Joellen, Liz wasn't fighting well. She really just was being a bit mean.
Yeah.
And, I can understand Joel and be like, what is this? Like, you just are really coming hard at me.
And all because of what? Like, what did I do like that makes you want to come so hard at me?
Right.
And I think I wasn't expecting Liz to sit down and say what she said of like, look, I understand you were trying to be a mediator, but you weren't doing a job of it, because had you been that, you would have said, Liz is coming from a place of love. And so I wasn't expecting that to come up. So I think the fact that when Liz was telling the story to everyone else, she left that part out. She never said to the rest of them that like...
Alicia's feelings were valid.
Right. She never said that once.
She never said that.
And she said that, and she admitted that to Joellen and said, yeah, it's valid. She can feel the way she wants to feel. And I think the thing that bothered Liz the most is that Joellen didn't give Liz the benefit of the doubt and try to fight for her on that side. And
she wasn't a true moderator. She was, I think Joellen was worried, mediator.
Yeah. She
was worried too much about, making sure Alicia was okay and not making sure Liz is okay.
Yeah.
And that's, you should hear both sides if you're going to be the mediator.
Yeah.
And I think she was just more so trying to...
really, at this point, hasn't Joellen heard the other side from Liz like the night before? And then, it just keeps going.
Well, so it could be that, she knows that Alicia isn't as strong as Liz, so it's...
Right.
It makes you more likely to want to coddle, to a certain extent, the person who's really upset, or comfort, I shouldn't say coddle,
right.
Comfort them, because Liz will be fine. But like we know, Liz said, she might be strong on the outside, but her feelings get really hurt, and she doesn't trust. And so I think this just showed, I can't trust this girl. She's going to flip on me and, leave me hanging.
Right.
And, I feel like an asshole.
I do feel bad only in one regard for Liz, is that I think Liz truly doesn't remember having touched her. And given the fact that...
Oh, yes.
Given the way that she said, you pulled my hair, like, that does evoke that you yanked it. And the fact that she kicked the chair, she didn't kick the chair, she pushed it away.
Still, it was pretty aggressive to, like, shove her chair away. Even you could have been like, I'm going to go over here. She didn't need to, like...
But the physically Liz is usually a little bit like, yeah, I'm done with it. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make it right, though. Yeah.
But I mean, I
nor should she have touched her. But like, it didn't get that bad because production would have jumped in,
right? Like
with Rosie and Kelsey.
And so that's my thing, is like, I don't want to condemn Liz for laying hands on.
No,
because that was a very like.
It's not even about that for me. It's more so about the tone she took, the fact that she just like went straight to, you're evil, you're a piece of shit, I'm leaving, this is not worth my time.
Mm-hmm.
And Joellen is thinking, oh, I thought we were really good friends.
Oh, that was hard.
When she's
said, you're one of my best friends.
And Liz said, we've never been best friends.
Yeah, and Liz said, why do you keep saying that we're best friends? Like, we've never been best friends.
Cut to like Joellen saying, when my grandfather died, she was my first call. I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, that's, there's truth in life that, a lot of people can be friends. It's a one-sided friendship.
But also proximity.
Yeah.
But also when she said it sucks and I feel foolish thinking she's one of my best friends and she doesn't feel that way, doesn't care about me that way.
That could also just be something she was saying, in the heat of the moment because she was mad and she knew it would hurt her, one of those situations. So, I don't know.
But still, that's pretty low.
It is pretty low.
Liz, I mean, she can really bear the claws.
Oh, yeah. I'm having a hard time, because I like Liz so much.
These
last few episodes, I'm having a hard time, getting behind that. Yeah, she's not showing some good sides of her.
No, again, she's not arguing well.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's unfortunate. But we do get to see Alicia go to dinner with her family.
Which, funny enough, they are pissed at Liz because they're all like, no, you were homeless.
Yeah, like their categorization of what happened was you were homeless.
You were without a home.
We had to find you a place to live.
Like they wanted to like throw it out. Like Alicia's mother was like, where is she?
Yeah.
Basically. And it's so funny because Liz is, her whole thing is that I, did
it for the family.
For Alicia's family, which again, you didn't have to. No one asked for it. And like, of course, they're going to side with Alicia over you.
Yeah.
So this whole sticking up for the family, it's like, you just wanted to be right.
It's because she was on the medications. It's on the way her auntie.
Wow.
Like, it's the drugs. It's got to be the drugs. She's paranoid because of the medication.
That's still harsh.
I kept kind of like dismissing.
No.
No, she doesn't.
It's medicinal. Yeah. It's the medicinal medication.
I've been around the block. She's like, oh,
it's the medicinal marijuana. Yeah, that's what it is. Makes her paranoid. Like Liz is just like hopped up, like, everyone's got to get me.
Such a weird reaction, that whole mixed bag of stuff. I liked how they were celebrating what Alicia couldn't tell us. Something
her daughter
won national
thing situation.
But on Glee,
I like, and I really want to get an answer to when her family is like, you have a perfect life, and she said, no, it's not. I'm still engaged for what, like 9 years?
They just don't want to hear it. They're like, everything's fine, you're good,
But why?
We
got to get to that at the reunion. Why have you been engaged for 9 years?
Yeah, well,
with no
eventually.
wedding.
I did like that they moved her daughter away, like, oh, come down here, they're gonna have girl talk. And then apparently then they start just basically shouting across the table, like, I don't know, I don't get what they had to move her for, but
don't react.
What else did we get out of this?
That's the end of the episode. Don't react.
That's a good one.
Don't react, Joella.
Don't react. We get
Liz. I was going to go to Liz talking to Dolores and Kelsey.
Oh yeah, let's get.
And of course, they're going to side with her and the whole thing.
I mean, Kelsey would side with Liz over anything.
Well, and then Joellen says later on she meets with Kelsey, and Kelsey's like, "Oh no, you're right. You're whatever." I think Kelsey is afraid of Liz.
Oh yeah.
And it's very funny.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think I'm afraid of Liz. Like, it's just weird because I think you could see Liz being very reasonable and very laid back. And then when she stops being reasonable but still laid back, you're like, what the hell do I do?
Well, what is she going to do? Like, kick your ass? Like, what are they afraid of?
I just think that she's just not going to
be friends with them.
She'll just ice them out with no reason. Like, I think that's probably what the big worry is that, like, she's just going to go ahead and dismiss you without any explanation. And you're like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah.
It just, yeah.
They're scarier people, I feel.
I don't know. I think Liz could be really
like, she's no Suge Knight. She's not going to dangle you over a balcony.
You don't know.
But of course, Dolores like sides with Liz and just like,
I felt so awful. Like the minute they explain what happened, Dolores just starts laughing. Oh, you made Alicia cry.
Or she's like, she's not a very not smart, not very.
It wasn't simple-minded, not strong-minded, is what.
Yes, which is basically saying like
simple-minded.
Yeah.
Like
that was way harsh.
Well,
I didn't need Dolores in this.
I didn't need Dolores either.
I don't need Dolores for the rest of the season. See on Jersey, but I don't need her. Like when this whole thing made me see how we didn't need Dolores on the show because these 7 women have this covered.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't need her.
Okay.
So that's
I like seeing her, but
I like Dolores, but like I don't need, because she's going to co-sign everything Liz says.
I think what's so difficult is we're used to seeing Dolores as Switzerland.
Yes.
She'll see both sides and she'll try, but in this case, she has no horse in the race, so she's
right,
or no dog in the fight, whatever metaphor.
And Liz side, it's like, I'm going with Liz, I'm going with Kelsey.
Right.
Alicia's not smart-minded, and Rosie's, trying to get me iced out of the show.
Yeah.
As she's
so weird.
She's talking about paranoid.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Then we have Kelsey going to the gym with Bill.
Yeah.
I didn't need that either.
No.
Really. Oh, yeah, they're working out. And
I did like that we got a bit more history about her brain tumor because I had heard a bit about it, but I didn't know the whole thing.
yeah,
So that's why she needs health insurance paid for by the ex-boyfriend
right.
because she
Needs 2 MRIs a year to make sure.
the tumor has not come back.
Right.
Very reasonable. Or as Billy said, you could figure it out.
Yeah.
Because like, what if the ex-boyfriend like dropped dead? Like you'd have to figure it out.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're covered. I mean, I see what...
The whole thing is so weird. Like, are we, like, oh, now we're official? It's like, I thought you're official.
Right.
I don't know.
We never had a conversation about it, but I decided right here at the gym because the trainer asked if we're official.
But also, too, everything I hear off camera about how she lied about the ex, and I don't buy what
Kelsey sells at all, period.
Yeah, just something about her is just not coming correct.
I don't know, would you buy that self-portrait she painted or drew of herself? Would you buy that?
I would buy that. I'd buy the sunset she painted.
That's a nice sunset.
She's good at the art.
I'm over the Slam Pig references.
It's dumb. It's so 2 episodes ago. It's dumb. No one cares anymore.
And also, like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, there has to have been a concentrated effort for them to be like, we're going to take this away from Rosie. Rosie's the one who said,
oh, for sure.
We're going to reclaim it so she can't have it. And then I'm just happy that Rosie has merchandise for it. But I'm never going to rush out and buy a Slam Pig t-shirt.
I would get a mug.
You're right.
Just with the words. I don't need that. The pig is, I don't like the pig.
Yeah.
No, unless you're Miss Piggy, I don't want to see you. No.
No bueno.
But yes, then we got Rosie and her
in-laws.
They seem very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice big Italian family. They want her to have kids. She's not really interested.
She said in a couple years, if Rich is his name?
Rich
came to her and said it's a deal breaker, she'd consider it.
Right.
So that's
He's not that old. He's 43. She's 34. They have a bit of time, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was cute.
Did Joellen have anything else going on?
No. We're going to see next week that she talks to her husband about this thing.
I see.
It was Ashley and Jared have to decide whether or not they're going to keep Audrey's going because Alicia's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to get that.
Will make more money.
They need to get that cocktail menu ready.
Yeah, it's interesting that it's a coffee shop and lounge.
Yeah.
The hours there must be incredibly taxing because you probably open at like 5 a.m. for coffee and stay open till like midnight or 1 for drinks.
Right.
If it's even that sort of place.
That's a long day.
But yeah, you get quite a bit of profit on alcohol. So if you can push that, you definitely that's what you want to do.
The drinks look pretty. It's very summery.
Yeah. I would, if we go back east anywhere near, I would like to visit it if it's still open. I
would like to see Rhode Island, period.
Okay.
Yes.
We can see it in about 45 minutes when we, just drive through it. No. So, yeah, no, it's an interesting vibe. Like, we don't have those, I guess we do, but there's few and far between in California where you have kind of like such a mixed use venue. It's usually either one thing or the other. It's not both. Whereas like in the Northwest, they'll, to be a bar, you have to have food. So it's more common for things to be mixed up. And then I don't know what the laws are in New England, but
it's like you get a coffee or an espresso martini.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds delightful to me. Get them both. But yeah. I wish we had those sorts of places around here. We really don't. So, and it's weird. It's like, I don't know much about Rhode Island, but Connecticut, I know, at least when I had friends that lived there, you could buy alcohol on Sundays. It was like one of those places, and you had to go to the state-sponsored liquor store, and I think the grocery stores only had beer and wine, that sort of thing. So the fact that a coffee shop had a full-blown liquor license, it's crazy. But yeah, when they were working on their cocktail.
And he was playing Tom Cruise. And cocktail.
I get it now. Yeah. If you'd flipped a bottle, that'd have been cool.
You should have flipped a bottle.
But no, I mean, they really need to have a good, drink menu, and that, people are off that.
Well, maybe the show is boosted.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything. You'd think we would hear if like they had clothes that we would have heard.
Oh, that way. I follow them now on TikTok. Audrey's, not actually Ashley or Jared. I follow Audrey's.
Yeah, I saw they came across my TikTok probably because you started following them. Yeah. And now that our, our algorithms have aligned. So it's all good. I feel like we're missing someone, or is it just that Kelsey bored me to death this episode?
No, I mean, that was basically it, like her painting with Joellen and having that whole scene with Bill. Well, the Rulla sit down with Liz.
Oh, yeah, that was the thing.
So that was basically just so they could bond over how they think Joellen is
fake.
And shady and whatever, and instigate stuff. And then for Rulla to be able to say, well, I hear that she's actually the cheater. So
yeah, again,
it's right up there with like the swinging thing.
Right.
I don't buy it.
I don't buy it, especially because if that's the case, wouldn't she have said it earlier? Like brought it up the first time? Because for it to be this many episodes in, and now she's like, oh, you know what I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to say she's cheating on people. It's not just my husband, you know? Whereas, like, that's the sort of thing you'd bring up if it were true the first time when she gets in your face. You'd be like, oh, you're just saying that because, you know, you're a cheater.
You want the not the onus, but
yeah, you get to cast suspicion off you, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Or you could just yell at the takes one to know one situation. So it just, I don't buy it.
Yeah. It's very convenient.
Just too convenient.
And also, this is like a person who like sees hardcore proof and is like, that's AI. So I Rulla's judgment is shaky.
I did like Rulla's response about, well, I did see Liz's text, which, by the way, looked like a fucking book. I wanted to pause it and see the whole thing.
They had to highlight it because they couldn't show the whole.
And I think the whole thing took up more than a screen's worth of iPhone. I was like, geez, what did you text her? But I like that Rulla was like, I was in such a daze that I know that she texted me, but I never texted her back.
I may have hearted it, but I was in and out and near death.
I was barely hanging on.
She's still hanging on to that story.
Yeah, I mean, I especially for a first season person, I wish I was a little bit more forgiving of it, but Rulla's barely on the show other than just defend her husband. Like, she's barely been involved doing other things.
It's a major plot point that doesn't really get addressed very often because she is
barely on the show.
She doesn't go to group events.
Right.
And
so I really don't care. And if that's why they ended up giving her a contract, is because she was going to like auditioning or being a friend of, and then they talked about her so much that they had to, I get it. Like, if she was originally intended to be kind of in the background, fine. But at the same time, bravo. Don't expect me to like eat up this, ice cream you're selling.
Without Brian, though, like, what does she have? And I'm not trying to like minimize her, but her, in terms of story, Housewives story, aside from Brian, there's nothing there.
She makes cocktails on a little train car thing. That's what.
She's got some,
and I'm sure she's fabulous and interesting.
Right. She's got some personality there, and there's a story, and whatever. But
we haven't seen it.
No.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
So.
And that. Yeah.
Yeah.
On a shallow, like Rachel Zoe note, I have to say, Joanne looks so pretty during that fight with Liz.
I thought Liz looked pretty as well.
Oh, I thought, but like Joellen, that color, and her hair
was perfect.
Like when the rain started, she's like, oh God, no, not my blowout. Yeah. Like, she looked so good.
I'm glad they addressed it, because when she got out of the car, it didn't look horrible, but when she sat down, it looked so windy and cold, and she's
I was cold for her. Yeah,
and then she points out she covers her nipples with her hair. I thought that was cute, at least an attempt at like, it's cold out here, and she's like,
some humor, but it was like, no, Dolly, no.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I going back to Liz and Joellen and fighting, like, I just feel like Liz deals with people in a different way than most people do, and I think that's probably what makes her so interesting, is that she just handles them matter-of-factly, and in a way that, like, when she can get away with a lot. And then when she changes the way she treats them, it's noticeable, and it's just weird. And I think people want to know, like, why all of a sudden
it's so fast.
Yeah,
it's so, like, from we're good friends to you're the devil in this, like, within the span of a week.
Yeah.
And did you always think that she was a devil, but she was doing devilish things to other people, and now she's doing it to you? Now it matters?
Right.
I think that's what it is. Because when she was talking about Rulla, when she was talking about Rosie or whoever, it was like, oh, that's fine, he. But when it comes back to you, that's like, no, that's a problem.
I mean, I will hand it to Liz that she did kind of call Joellen on it throughout the series. So
yeah, she did.
And not in like horrible ways either. She's like, hey, like, keep this in mind, and she would point that out. But I think you're right. Now that it's kind of coming on her, it's just a little bit not like
it's more significant.
too much, but it's like, oh, okay, now you're trying to pull this shit on me, and I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to let you. When in fact, I don't think she's pulling shit this time.
I don't think she was.
She's being genuine.
I don't think she was trying to cast Liz in a negative light. I think she went very strong in supporting Alicia because Alicia needed that, because she was, kind of unraveling in that car. Yeah. So Liz has put up her walls and she's not trusting anymore, and she's like, now you're horrible. Now you're basically dead to me. I think it's the lack of trust, her trust issues, being guarded, and also not being able to hear another person's point of view, and being so stuck, as we said last week, on your point of view, this choice of words, whatever. And then when you do try to hash it out with somebody, you are fighting in a mature way. You're not trying to resolve things. You're just trying to be like, no, you are wrong, and I'm making fun of you.
Yeah.
And it's not how you handle or how you should handle things.
So do we think that they're going to, by the end of the season, they're going to figure something out? Or do you think that it's...
No.
Because the same way that Alicia freaked out on Rosie in that one episode, and like 5 minutes later, it's okay, everything's good.
I don't think so. I don't think, unlike Kelsey, I don't think Liz is going to bounce back so quickly. And I think they'll probably hash it out at the beginning. What you forgot to mention is when Alicia called Liz abusive.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, do you want to use that word?
She said, it felt good to say that.
And I was like,
she's been wanting to say that for a while.
So there's more than that we're not seeing.
Yeah. And yeah, when she says abusive like that, I think browbeating, sort of just badgering, sort of, an never-ending, like, picks at it sort of thing. But
I feel like that's going to really piss Liz off.
Oh, for sure.
When she sees that. Or I'm sure she was pissed off when she saw that episode.
Are there after shows for Rhode Island? There are.
Yeah, we just never watched them.
We should go find the one for this one and see what it says before we go to bed, because we got some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we talk about the rest of this next time?
Till next time. Gotta go.